Hi there, good morning, and thank you for joining with me. I must confess, as a minister, and now and again sitting in the pews, I don't particularly like long sermons. I have a short attention span. And I just think that Jesus, some of the stories he told, don't need elaboration. You know, the Good Samaritan, the prodigal son, we get the message, and it's all done so quickly. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I shared the service with the Reverend Eleanor McMahon, and she decided that she was going to get little stickers on everybody so that we would know who we were talking to. 3 churches have come together, so maybe we don't know one another as well as we should. So this was a great idea, but she began to talk of names, and we had a sort of dialogue. And she asked me what my name was. I said Ian, and she said, "Do you like it?" I said, "Yes, it's short, it's succinct, it's just me, there's no flash about it." And she said, "Is there any other name that you would like to have been?" I said, "Well, I quite like John, but that's the same thing. It means God is gracious." But then I shared a wee story with her. My dad came in one day, I was maybe 18 or 19 at the time, and he revealed to me a story. He said that whenever I was born, he went into his work and they said, "What have you called the child?" And my dad said, "Marmaduke." Wow, that would have been a beauty. And I said, "Did you never tell them, Dad, that that wasn't my name was Ian?" He said, "No." He said, "But I had a funny wee incident today. I met this guy, I hadn't seen him for donkeys, and he was asking how I was doing. I was telling him, and then he said, 'How's wee Marmaduke?' I said, 'Did you tell him?' He said, 'No, my dad was a rascal, but I loved him.'" What's in a name? Do you remember Peter? But before that he was Simon, and he was a flawed individual, really. He wasn't perfect, was St. Peter. And yet Jesus looked to him and did say, on this rock, because Peter stands, that's what it means, a rock, "I will build my church." Actually, Eleanor, who shared the service with me, said, "Isn't it wonderful? God knows us by our name." And then she said, "And he even knows the number of hairs on your head." And then looking at me, she said, "He hasn't much trouble with you, Ian." And we laughed together. But God knows us by name. It's just lovely. Think on that. Think on that as you continue your walk with him. And God bless you.